Small business owners, the Retail Fest 2024, Billie Jean's AI marketing recap. We are going to talk about what is your trade. I mean, you want to make more money with artificial intelligence in 2024. In this video, we are going to talk about the Billie Jean AI Accelerator. Was it worth it or is it worth it? What we learned today in the Billie Jean Accelerator, as well as just some tidbits in regards to marketing that every marketer needs in order to win in 2024. So to recap, what is your trade? I mean, seriously, today in the week 3, we recapped what we did last week, which was truly amazing, having the opportunity to do something called conversion mapping. So if you are a marketer and looking to make more money online, offline, brick and mortar, radio, any type of billboards or advertising, today during class, Billie Jean actually went over the imperative key point is the end goal. Any client that you have as a marketer, you're trying to do what? Get more money. They want to, so they don't care how beautiful the landing page is. Doesn't matter how many funnels you have going to the page. Doesn't even matter if you have an email list that'll have the form that's going from Facebook or Instagram or YouTube to be able to capture content. If no one knows that you're out there, it's a framework that you follow, and that's what we discussed here today during Billie Jean's class. So we went over today just to show you quickly the 10 ways to make advertising more engaging using Chat GPT. And we're going to I'm going to showcase those different steps in regards to how those 10 ways of making advertising and more engaging towards the end. But sit back and relax. We have a good one. We're going to go in. I'm going to make sure I keep it timely as well, because one thing you want to be able to do is stay and enhance with the algorithm, because again, marketing is all a science. So let's talk about the giveaway during the first thing that happened today during class. You know, Billie Jean actually announced to us, let me actually go back and let you all see. He announced to us that he is going to be a speaker at something called the Retail Fest. Now, this was my first time hearing about the Retail Fest, and what he did was, it's located in San Diego, California on January the 25th, and it is a star-studded event. Now, I didn't know anything about the actual Retail Fest, and Billie Jean is going to be an actual event speaker at the Retail Fest, which is going to be held in San Diego from January 24th through the 26th. So as you can see here on my screen, digital advertising domination, unleashing the power of marketing with Billie Jean. So at 8:45 to 9:45 in the morning, Retail Fest has allowed, or not really allowed, they hired this amazing marketer, Billie Jean, in regards to just the whole 9 yards of covering advertising and AI in 2024. So people are going to be in for a treat. I had to do the research because, again, this was my first time hearing about the Retail Fest. He mentioned Fat Joe. I am a fan of Fat Joe. But not only are you going to get education there at the event, you're also going to have the opportunity to network with other innovators that are online, that are in e-com, that are in retail. So Retail Fest seems like a star-studded event, having inspiring speakers that's going to take place as well. And the great thing is about these events is to be around people that you may not know that may be a collaborator. Neil Patel is one of the key gurus of marketing and one of Billie Jean AI marketing, one of his greatest friends. And if you check my feedback in September, I was showcasing acts of kindness to different entrepreneurs. And Neil Patel, the owner of Answer the Public, he is definitely one of the entrepreneurs that I highlighted back in September as well. So like minds think alike, right? So Billie Jean, as you can see, is one of the motivators that's going to be at the program. So if you have not invested in the 10-day AI business plan with Billie Jean, or you're not a part of the 16-week accelerator like myself, then here's an opportunity to go and take advantage of an hour of understanding of the AI power of 2024. The things that you can actually do for you and your business, as well as for your clients if you have a digital agency, to actually be in the know of things that are going on and the changes. So in opportunities like the Retail Fest, I'm in Detroit, Michigan. What up, though, Detroit? Detroit Lions are in the playoffs. I have to let everybody know. But the key thing is, seriously, if I was in San Diego and I was taking advantage not only of Billie Jean's program, I mean, this is an opportunity. So what Retail Fest did was give Billie Jean the opportunity to give everyone a ticket that was available in the class that's able to go. And so with it being next week, with it being on the other side of the country, a little difficult for Adriane Mayes, but those that are located in that area, they're able to not only take advantage of Billie Jean's insight, but all of these industry leaders that are all coming together during one 3-day session, to be able to talk about their guru, their passion, how they were actually making money online or offline. It's an amazing event, and it seems like a star-studded event. So like I said, Fat Joe is going to be performing. Dave East is going to be performing as well. And, just to have some different highlights, you can head over to retailfest.us and find out about the 50 visionary speakers, the 90 different sponsors and exhibitors, networking, as well as event participation. So it's so much more learning. And think about it. The vibe that Billie Jean has during his program as well is edutainment. So in other words, it's not just sitting there structured in, you never know what you're going to get each week. And that's why I love doing these different ads. But the great thing is, doing these recaps, because I don't know what to expect for week 3 or week 4. All we know is that the end goal, everything that we do during class is not only to help ourselves in regards to marketing, but also to help raise the bar in regards to the agency and the clients and the customers that we're actually building to help. So with Being the Change LLC and why this is so pertinent, this is an opportunity to allow not only myself to be exposed to different things that are going on, so I can put you guys in the know, so I can let my audience know of what the whole 9 yards is. So switching gears a little bit, we talked about what is your trade. Now, during this past couple of weeks, Cat Williams has been in the news a lot during Club Shay Shay. Now, Cat Williams, I'm a fan of a comedian, right? And Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharpe, who is actually an ex-NFL football player. He played for the Broncos, and he's in the news all the time. As even just today, Shannon Sharpe was talking about Jerry Jones, Cowboys hiring hiring Bill Belichick. And so, just kind of talking about if that's a match at all. So that's who Shannon Sharpe is, an American football player and a commentator. But Club Shay Shay, what is that, right? So Shannon Sharpe has a YouTube podcast where he allows celebrities such as a Cat Williams to come onto his broadcast. And Cat Williams, if you were able to watch the actual, you should definitely check it out. It's at Club Shay Shay on YouTube. It's free as well, but that's what everybody is. It's trending. 1.4 million people have liked this so far, just in 2 weeks. So what was so attractive about it? Now, not just because it was Shannon Sharpe that I went through, and Cat Williams being from Dayton, Ohio. That's, my family being from Dayton, Ohio. He is an American comedian and an actor, but, billionaire, not billionaire in the making like Adriane Mayes. Cat Williams is already an American comedian billionaire. It doesn't matter what you're reading. Come on, he's a Virgo. September 2nd. My birthday is September 6th. I knew it was a match made in heaven. But again, you see how it says Cincinnati, Ohio? He tells you clearly during the actual episode, he's from Dayton, Ohio, and left and went to Florida. But you have to watch the Club Shay Shay episode to actually get the full vibe. But my key thing is, if you notice, I just showed you the documentation and told you what Cat Williams is from Dayton, Ohio. As you can see here on this Microsoft Bing, it states Cincinnati, Ohio. So my point in that is marketing can be incorrect, but listening right to the source, that's how you get the information that you need. So definitely check out that Club Shay Shay. But one thing that I can actually point out that I'm talking about here today, what is your trade? Now, the trade that Club Shay Shay or Shannon Sharpe provides to his guests, such as a Cat Williams, is a luxury cognac called Le Portier. Now, a lot of people know about Remy Martin. Everybody knows about Hennessy. We're not going to act like that's not, that's a cognac of choice. But Le Portier, had the opportunity to have Cat Williams sample the cognac. And it's actually a Portier from Shannon Sharpe. So as players transition from just playing the sport, Shannon Sharpe having a pellet for cognac actually has its own brand, and it was exposed not only online with, go to Le Portier Cognac, but also during Club Shay Shay's actual interview. So if you take a look and pay attention to, I'm a marketer, right? Of course, I was listening to Cat Williams' story and him air out everybody about Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer. Of course, I was listening to those points as well, because again, Bernie Mac was my guy, and talking about Friday After Nets and Ice Cube letting on people different opportunities. So it's a great 2 and almost 3 hours long. It's like watching your own movie. But the great thing is, again, the trade that Shannon Sharpe is providing. So in the comments, if you're actually drop the trade in regards to what you think that Shannon Sharpe is providing in regards to people coming onto his show. Besides the fact of having a transparent place for people to actually come, to be real, to be honest, and to sample his cognac, right? So the trade being, him having this opportunity, of course, on the platform that he does, being a sports American commentator, now retiring from the NFL, from the National Football League, playing with the Denver Broncos, he has this whole thing. So during class today, that's kind of what class talked about. Billy went over the Denny's $1.99 commercial, where they were actually talking about $1.99 for the Grand Slam breakfast. And then back in the day, now nowadays, we know good and well that Denny's does not have a $1.99 Grand Slam special. But that was such a selling point back when those commercials were going on. That was their trade. In the morning, we need to eat breakfast. Denny's had an opportunity for $1.99 Grand Slam breakfasts, and he showcased how that worked, in regards to advertising. The whole method doesn't change. It's literally the system doesn't change. It's just the method of how you do it and having framework. But understanding now with AI, you don't have to be an expert commentator in order to make money online or anywhere. About this McDonald's ad, the monopoly, like, good point. Who actually won the monopoly? Has anyone ever won the McDonald's monopoly when we were peeling it off back in the day? But it was an attracting factor that McDonald's used to take the whole concept of the game playing in a monopoly. During that time, it was really, really noticed. So that was the thing that stood out, during class for me as well, because again, the opportunities that are available now, it's nothing that's changing in regards to marketing. The great thing is what's changing now is how we do it. You don't have to do everything yourself. Nowadays, you have ways that you can actually take advantage of marketing methods that's already been done. The framework has already been created. And that's going to bring me to my next example that we talked about during class as well, was the Dollar Shave Club. Now, the Dollar Shave Club, it doesn't sound like anything fun and flashy, right? But this club actually sold for $1 billion. And Michael Dubin, who was the founder of the Dollar Shave Club, $1 billion. And does it sound like a dollar company should have $1 billion type of end result? How he got there was a little different than the typical Joe. Now, what he did was, again, it was an ad that went viral. And this ad that went viral was literally what got him over to the next edge. What he did was the framework and the process. And what Billy was showing us during class today is now, of course, playing the ad of "Our blades are effing great." That was their tagline that attracted people, because again, you're looking at all the benefits, not just the features of a shaver, right? But the benefits of having something sent to you on a consistent basis, taking a pain point away from actual marketers. One pro tip that if you're using AI and what we did during class today, you're able to, he showed us a Chat GPT tidbit or what have you, or a GPT that can be able to transcribe the videos, because again, taking that actual script and kind of making it and putting it into the framework where it actually fits for your clients. On YouTube, you can just go to transcript. And on transcript, it'll show you the transcript here, right? And I know he didn't go over this in class, just a little pro tip. It'll be able to show you the transcript, copy the transcript. You can place that into Chat GPT, in order to help and escalate in regards to your research. Now, we know that the money is always in the research. The money is in the research, Adrienne. The money is in the research. But in 2024, guess what we don't have to do? We don't have to do the research by ourselves. I'm not going to lie to you. I was a fan. And if you check out my video from last week, I was definitely a fan of Chat GPT all day. GPT-4s, they had GPT Insights. I mean, I've curated a list of over 400 different AI tools just to allow entrepreneurs to be able to be exposed and, kind of get their foot into the whole spectrum. But this Dollar Shave Club commercial literally is $1 billion end dream. A Dollar Shave Club. Do you see what I mean in regards to thought process? So changing your thought process and leveraging AI, that's how you're going to win in 2024. So let me kind of give you a snippet of how you do this research using this kind of work smarter versus harder. So how do we do that, my friends? Google Bard. Like I shared with you, I'm a Chat GPT fan all day, every day. But what we, of course, like I said, last week, we went into Google Bard. So what we did an example today, it was going through different ideas that we can talk about. But we had, of course, prompts and templates. And I'm not going to give all the secrets away because, again, Billy, we paid for it for a reason. We want my man to make money. So if you want to check him out, the Retail Fest, I went over already. But the actual program, you want to make sure you're doing the AI revenue boosters because these little tidbits, and this is what I'm providing for small business owners that want to reduce labor costs, save time, and make more money by leveraging artificial intelligence and tools, working smarter with this brain of ours. We don't have to do the work like we used to. So like I showed you, Google Bard, that's an example we talked about here today in our class. And he put up a taco shop and gave us 5 minutes to kind of break out and went back to Google Bard. But the way that you put the prompt into Google Bard, that's the key. Now, Google Bard is a free access, but this allows you a tie to Google. Now, I don't know why I didn't think about this because, again, I've been doing YouTube over almost 2,000 videos on YouTube. Now, like I said, I didn't do all these videos just because I knew what I was doing. I did these videos because I did not know what I was doing. But what I did know is that Google is actually tied to YouTube. Now, if I don't care how many videos you do, the whole key thing is to make money. So one video is all you need to go viral in order to actually win with advertising. That's what happened with Dollar Shave Club. In 2024, you don't have excuses in regard to testing because AI will allow you to do these testing ideas so quickly. So for example, like I shared with you, we talked about the taco shops during class, literally throwing the prompt into Google Bard. They gave us different options that we can actually look at in regards to offers and being able to programs for giveaways. And that's the key thing, to entice someone of your trade. So using Google Bard in your business, in your research, is going to save you tremendous amounts of time, my friends. So again, to have the whole reply, and we went through it with our groups, my key point is in making this, Google Bard to help you do your research, even if you don't pay for the prompts or you don't pay for any type of training, use the money is in the research. And like I shared with you, that's how we got to where we are now. So again, we talked about the Retail Fest on January 25th with Billy actually speaking during the actual Retail Fest in San Diego and him giving away tickets for free. One of the things we did today as well is every week, Billy gives away some type of gift or, $250 to the winner of the whatever he thinks that is going to go towards. So we've been having it go towards homework. Last week, we had conversion mapping being our goal. And so Ophelia BC, and hopefully I'm saying her name right, one of my AI geniuses in our actual class as well, she won the $250. And her whole motive is she's a woman of God and a billionaire becoming. And so when taking a look at her whole layout, and this is the benefit of being a part and being around not only billionaires, but billionaires in the making. You get the thought process and you don't have to do it all by yourself. Like you have layouts and she had an amazing layout. And I'll keep that snippet for her and of course, everyone in class. But the great thing is, with that amazing layout, everyone in class can go back and model, empower ourselves to be able to prosper our clients with already something that Billie Jean, who is a marketer and a millionaire and is literally doing this thing on a consistent basis with AI, if he chose Ophelia, it had to be a reason. So us as marketers, us being able to go back and take a look and model the information that she provided for conversion mapping to be able to help our clients get to the next level as well, that's called group learning, right? Yes, you want to go in and win the $250, but again, I'm competitive in anything and everything that I do. I can't help it. So, so in that, we just make sure that, of course, you go back and you model and take a look at what the billionaires are saying and then go and make changes for yourself. So as I move into the mode of helping mortgage brokers and real estate professionals and anyone in the mortgage industry, help them out with their advertising, with Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, YouTube advertising, TikTok advertising, being able to take people to the next level with understanding that there's a process in doing so in regards to your profits is literally working smaller than harder. So going to beingthechangellc.com, that's my company as well, my consulting company. Join the family. Join the AI Revenue Boosters family for yourself by just simply providing your email address. And that way you'll be able to receive documentation and emails from me and our team directly in order to get a part of the whole crew. I mean, no charge for an email address, but having this content and information delivered right to your inbox, that's the key part, because the billionaire in the making, you definitely want to model those that are doing well. And that's the goal for Being the Change LLC. That's where we're going. Adriane Mayes and Unica Gaines have a plan for our small business owners. I mean, it's during tax time. We don't want to have people, you want to be able to save people money as much as possible, but the IRS has a process as well. So if you're a W-2 or if you're a 1099 or have your own small business, there's only so many different things that can be done in order to get you money back, making money online. So being able to educate yourself and taking advantage of mentorship, such as Stockton Walbeck with Course Creator 360, Billie Jean's AI marketing, as well as Jeff Lerner that I mentioned, and Deal.ai, my guy, Dr. Alex isn't on here, but he will be. Dr. Alex Maher with Deal.ai. Those are the platforms that Being the Change and we're focusing in on, because we stay in our lane, know what we know. But what they know is what we need in regards to making sure the SEO, the hooks, the landing pages, the marketing message, having that information is how you're able to set up that bespoke billionaire mindset. Now, money is the tool, but the end goal of being a billionaire, that's just a heightened level of money that anyone would want to receive. Those people, I mean, when you mention a billionaire, those people that kind of share that same spectrum, you're Jeff Bezos that works with Amazon, Oprah Winfrey, that's, of course, Oprah Network, and grew up with watching Oprah on Channel 7 and being able to talk to different people. And it has made the Dr. Phil's and made the Rachel Rays by just simply coming onto her broadcast and giving them exposure. That's all it's about. The same thing with Billy's program. He's getting exposure to himself with the Retail Fest, as well as giving us the opportunity to leverage and promote the Retail Fest. And it's just a trickle effect. So with the AI revenue boosters, I'm not the billionaire yet. So I'm going to be honest with you. So with helping the mortgage brokers and helping my real estate professionals, targeting that to start, the key thing is, hey, everybody might not want to move forward with Adriane Mayes. I understand it. And the key thing too, building your whole process takes time. But with the $7 a month opportunity, it puts you in the game to be able to raise your hand if you have questions. And then when you are ready, Adriane Mayes, your billionaire in the making, will be there to help you in regards to raising your hand and answer any AI questions that you need for you and your business, as well as when we start having those $50,000 per month clients, that's building our residual income and being able to help them make more money with artificial intelligence. Don't you think the tax extraordinaire Unica Gaines will be able to have more to be able to help her clients more by just getting them more clients? So yes, there's a straightforward mission that she has in regards to reducing your taxes as much as maximizing your taxes, as much as possible. but there's only so much you can do when you're working in certain situations. That's why, I mean, I understand that marketing isn't for everyone, but it is for everyone. You have to know what your trade is in order to make money in any type of spectrum. It doesn't matter, like I said, if you figure it out online, if you don't figure it out online, or doing a radio advertising, you have to have an angle that people are going to be attracted to. So hopefully in this video, you were able to kind of get some insight and see, you know, the different angles of how to grow online with the different marketing aspects. And like I shared with you too, just going to beingthechangellc.com and the opportunity that you have in growing with your business, that's how you understand that Unica Gaines, the tax extraordinaire, and Adriane Mayes, that's myself, AI genius, and a serial entrepreneur with the mortgage brokerage, as well as a tax preparer and credit repair, and having a background in engineering and a master's in business and leveraging in the nonprofit range and working with my cousin. And I mean, just so much that I've done over the last 44 years. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. That's the truth. What you need to realize is what you do care about. If you do care about helping other people, it's finding the right framework in order to do so. So we talked about the player of the week. And, you know, again, I talked about Ophelia Vesey being the player of the week for her amazing presentation. And we also went through Chat GPT and what we went through with Google Bard and different GPT plugins. You got to definitely check out my free handout for that one, because I'm going to give you some different insights on the different GPT plugins that are amazing. So we also went through here briefly on how to join the AI Revenue Boosters community. Going to beingthechangellc.com and drop in the comments, even if you watch it later, just drop AI in the comments when you watch it later, just to know, like, AI is not going anywhere, my friends. Like, you making the choice not to watch it or to watch it, that's on you. But the key thing is, if you want to elevate, as marketing is not the same that it was just last year because of all the different changes. So real quick, we're going to go through 10 ways we talked about in class today to make advertising more engaging using Chat GPT or tools like Google Bard or tools online that are going to help elevate your game, because you don't have to know it all by yourself now. So the top 10 ways we went through was, number one, tweaking the type of ad. So all the aftermath, and I'm, talk about what that means and all of that, you will be able to find that in one of my bonuses that I'm going to have for my program, going to adrianemays.com. But it's coming. So number one, the top 10 ways to make your advertising more engaging, tweaking the type of ad. Number two, he talked about tweaking the perspective. Number three, tweaking the mood. Number four, tweaking the style. And number five, tweaking the tone. Now, all of this is using Chat GPT. And the great thing is, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll have an opportunity to get a free copy of my handout here soon. Now, number six, tweaking the voice. Number seven, tweaking the length. Number eight, tweaking the format of your actual ad. Number nine, tweaking the elements. And number 10 was making it funner. And what he gave us is like a little tidbit, and I'll pass that on to you as well. All you have to do is drop in Chat GPT, make it a little funnier. Make it a little funnier in regards to your process. So hopefully in this video, I went through the top 10 ways to make advertising. I talked about how to join our community and how to grow in 2024, excuse me. And I also talked about how to actually take the framework of YouTube ads that were doing well and taking that concept and using that framework in your own advertising in 2024. You don't have to be a copywriter now. The great thing is, though, the money is still in the research, but you can do it so much more easier. And we were talking about during class as well, it's going to become a time here soon where maybe within the next 5 years, where it would just be not unprofessional, but it would just not make sense for you to move forward with anyone that's not using AI. I know that Adriane Mayes has a powerful brain, and it's amazing. Don't get me wrong. But think about it. If I am the prompt person and I'm putting in information into a machine that takes all of just me on steroids because there's more than just me, right? That's what AI can do for you. That's what AI can do for marketing. And I'm going to help mortgage brokers, my tax preparers, my real estate agents and professionals. I'm going to start in on that market in regards to helping them with their advertising and looking at Facebook and being able to power their ads, because the money is where the money is. Facebook advertising works. There's 5 billion people online, but learning how to do it properly. It doesn't mean just going out there and putting something on Facebook. So I don't want to make this video any longer than it already was. It was an amazing training today, and I am so blessed to be a part of the Billie Jean AI marketing opportunity. Make sure you check out his Instagram at Billie Jean is Marketing. Simple and easy. And that way you can go ahead, and he only has 2 videos on there because he's doing some tests. So you want to check out that content and be able to follow Billie Jean AI Marketing on Instagram to be able to kind of be in the know and get on top of what, kind of what he's going on. He has some really hot things he said coming out in regards to his advertising message. Going to use Gran Turismo, the video game. So I'm kind of eager to see on his Instagram to be able to go ahead and follow. So hopefully I gave you a couple of tidbits here today. And again, I want to make sure that you know that anything is possible. I mean, the Detroit Lions are in the playoffs. My friends, that is so amazing. I was 12 years old, not even an adult, the last time that the Detroit Lions were competitive. Poor Barry Sanders, I say it all the time, because we did not put the pieces of leadership around him to be able to win. Now, it's nothing against Barry, the coaches at the time were, they just did what they had to do, but it's the head office. It's a business as well. And what that shows me is with the Detroit Lions, the head has finally kind of taken a look at how that we can actually put the right pieces in place, and didn't figure it out by herself. So she actually figured it out by connecting with others, doing research, being able to talk to people that are already keen in the actual sport, and you see the result. The Detroit Lions are in the playoffs. Okay. And so hopefully, like I said, it was a pretty good video here today. It's going to be some great content and just training and education for my mortgage brokers to be able to help you win if you do decide to work for yourself and be able to help people with refinances and purchases. It all still starts with advertising. It doesn't matter how great of a situation you have. It doesn't matter how many bips you have with your process. It doesn't matter if nobody knows. So we're going to actually take one step at a time, allow AI and the power of AI to be able to help with accelerating the marketing and helping our clients make more money in 2024. So you know how we end every video, to make sure that we start with what up though, because that means affectionately hello from Detroit, Michigan. But how we end is the mantra for the billionaire mindset, as that's something that may waver because you have God's plan at all times, but you're not sure what it is. And being an entrepreneur, it may be a lonely sport for you. But if you have this billionaire mindset and know that God has the final say in regards to the direction and plan that you have for your life, you trust it. It might be some rough times to be able to have that whole owning it and designing your whole reality. You have your faith, your fears, your finance, your family, and your fitness. That makes the whole total piece in person of you. But it takes a minute to get there. This is not an overnight process. I mean, check out some of my videos on YouTube. You can definitely see the confidence change. So the confidence change happens in action. It happens in consistency and understanding, and that you have to spend a daily time frame in educating yourself if your goal at the end of the day is to be a bespoke billionaire in the making, as Adriane Mayes does plan. So like I was sharing with you, the mantra, how we start is what up though from Detroit, what up though? But how we end is this mantra. I got this, it's been borrowed as well from Eric Thomas, the ET, the hip hop preacher, the motivational speaker that has literally been in my journey since day one, since leaving Rocket Mortgage in 2021. Watching his YouTube was the motivation that we used for our team to just start the day. So this is the simple mantra for you to actually have in those frustrating moments. I can, I will, and I must. Might not be in your time frame. It might not be when you want it. And it's definitely not going to be probably on the listing that you actually want. But if you trust God and understand that He has a plan for you that is just going to be just glorious, because He did not make any mistakes, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be today. And realizing that, understanding that, but still putting the work in, the effort and activity is the only thing you can control on a daily basis. So how does the mantra go? I can, I will, and I must. Let's go. Deuces. See y'all soon.